myself Sneha Shah from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Today I am going to explain you about taste of significance for difference of proportion for the large samples. Now what is the meaning of large samples? If we are taking the number of samples greater than 30, then it will consider as large sample. So, from the subject of probability and statistics, in the last session I explained you about the taste of significance for a single proportion, right? Now, in this session, if we are taking more than one proportion, like suppose if we are taking two proportions, so for that, what will be the process? So, in this session, I will explain you about the taste of significance for different proportion, difference of the proportion. In this, there are some working rules. The first rule is we will define the null hypothesis. Now, what is null hypothesis? It will be considered as one kind of assumption, will be denoting by HC. Now, in this, we will assuming that the value of P1 equals to P2, means both the proportions are same. So, there is no significant difference between the two proportions value of P1 and P2. Now, if we consider this one, then the alternative hypothesis is considered as complement of this. So, its complement will be representing as the value of P1 does not equals to P2. So, the value of P1 is either less than P2 or it may be greater than P2. Right. So, this will consider as alternative hypothesis. Now, the next thing we will defining is level of significance. Then we will finding the value of taste statistics. So, how in finding the taste statistics? It will be defining for when the sample proportions P1 and P2 are known to us. So, for that the value of Z equals to P1 minus P2 upon under root PQ in bracket 1 upon N1 plus 1 upon N2. In this, the value of P equals to N1 P1 plus N2 P2 upon N1 plus N2. Right? Using this equation, we will finding the value of P. Now, when the sample proportions capital P1 and P2 are known to us, then we will find the value of Z and its value equals to capital P1 minus P2 upon under root P1 Q1 upon N1 plus P2 Q2 upon N2. Now, if we finding the next step, then it's in this we will finding the value of critical Z from the Z table for a particular level of significance. Now from this we will deciding something, then in the last step we will giving some decision based on the critical value and value of Z which we had found. If we are finding the confidence limits for the 95%, then the value of it equals to P1 minus P2, means the difference of two proportions plus or minus 1.96 under root of P1 Q1 upon N1 plus P2 Q2 upon N2. Same way, if we are finding for the confidence limit of 99%, then the value of it equals to P1 minus P2 plus or minus 2.58 under root P1 Q1 upon N1 plus P2 Q2 upon N2. So guys, in these two formulas we can find out a particular limit in this, the confidence will be there. Now this will be, in this we will consider that P1, P2, Q1, Q2 are not known to us, then we will using the small P1, P2, Q1, Q2. It means if we are not knowing the value of sample, mean, variance, then we will using the population mean and variance. Now this all the equations will be used to solve some examples. The first example is in a city A, 20% of a random sample of 900 school boys has a certain slight physical defect. In another city B, 18.5 of a random sample of 1600 school boys has the same defect. Is the difference between the proportions significant at 0.05 level of significance? So how is solving this example? In this you can see that there are two types of city, right? So for two types of city there will be two types of proportions. So for that we will solving this example by using this method. So in this, first of all, which data is given to you? The first thing you are given is the total number of samples. So for the first city, the total number of samples are 900, and for the second city, the total number of samples are 1600. So if we'll find considering this, then the value of n1 equals to 900 and the value of n2 equals to 1600. Now, if we're finding the value of proportion, so the first proportion is denoted by P1 and value of it equals to P1 equals to proportion of school boys in a city A. Now, what will be the proportion of it? As you can see that 20% means it is considered as 20 divided by 100, so value of it equals to 0.2. Now same way, if you want to find out the proportion of city B, then what will be the proportion of it? It will be considered as P2 and value of it equals to 18.5%, means 18.5 divided by 100 means its value equals to 0.185. Now by using this terms n1, n2, p1 and p2, we'll finding the value of p. So what is value of p? P will be found by using the equation as n1 p1 plus n2 p2 divided by n1 plus n2. Now in this equation, if you put in all this value, then you can simplify this equation and finding the answer of p. So what is the answer of p? The answer of p equals to 0.1904. Now if you want to find out the value of q, then you can find out the value of q equals to 1 minus p, because it's a complement of p, right? So q equals to 1 minus p, and if you put in this value in the equation of q, then you can find out the value of q equals to 0.8096. Now the first thing we have to find out is null hypothesis. Null hypothesis will be considered by some assumptions, right? So in this, first of all, we will assuming that both the proportions are same. So if we are defining the null hypothesis, it will be defining as F0. In this we consider as P1 equals to P2. It means there is no significant difference between two proportions, right? And this one is considered as null hypothesis. So what will be the alternative hypothesis? It will be complement of this. So if we are defining the alternative hypothesis, it will consider as H1. In this we will consider as P1 does not equals to P2. It means it will consider as for particular area, it will not consider, so it will consider as either right side or left side. So it means it will consider as two-tailed test. Now in this we will find the level of significance, which is already given to you as 0.05. So the value of alpha equals to 0.05. Now we are finding the value of test of statistics. So its value equals to z equals to p1 minus p2 upon under root p into q in bracket 1 upon n1 plus 1 upon n. Now if we are putting all this value in this equation and solving this, then the answer of it equals to 0.916. Now if we are finding the value of mode of z, as you know that this value is positive, so it will remain as it is. So value of mode z equals to 0.916. Now it will be compared with the critical value. So first of all we will finding the critical value of this. So what is the critical value of it? Z at 0.05 level of significance. From the Z table we will finding the value of it. Its value equals to 1.96. Now, as you compare these two things, then you can say that the value of mode z is less than mode z 0.05, right? So from this we can give the decision that it will consider as null hypothesis is acceptable at 5% level of significance. So there is no significant difference between these two proportions. It means as we had assumed something, it will be correct, so we'll accepting it by using this equation. So when the value of mode z is less than mode z 0.05, then we can accept it, otherwise it will be rejected. Now the next example is a machine produced 20 defective articles in a batch of 400. After overhauling, it produces 10 defective articles in a batch of 300. Has the machine improved? So if you want to find out this thing that machine is improved or not, for that first of all we will assuming that the machine is not improved, means it will be same as the before overhauling, right? So in this we are assuming that these two things are same. So before going to this, we will start in this solving this example from given data. Now which data is given to you? Total number of samples are 400 before overhauling, 300 after overhauling, right? So total number of samples N1 equals to 400 and N2 equals to 300. Now this thing will be given to you. If we find the proportion of this, then the first proportion is P1. What is P1? P1 means 20 defective articles from this 400 of batch, right? So 20 from 400, so it will be considered as 20 divided by 400. So when we're finding the P1 will consider as the proportion of defective articles before overhauling. So its value equals to 20 divided by 400, so its value equals to 0.05. Now same way we're finding the value of proportion but after the overhauling. So if we're finding this thing, then it will be representing as P2 and the value of P2 equals to proportion of defective articles after overhauling. So its value equals to 10 divided by 300. Because from 300 we have find the 10 defective articles, right? So 10 divided by 300, so its value equals to 0.030. Now if we want to find out the value of P, that if we will taking this equation and in this equation if we will putting the values of N1, P1, N2, P2, then the answer after solving this, the answer of it equals to 0.043. Now if you want to find out the value of Q, what is Q? Q means it's a complement of P, right? So we will taking Q equals to 1 minus P and answer of it equals to 1 minus 0.043. So if we are solving this particular thing, then the answer of it equals to 0.957. Now first step is we will considering something which is null hypothesis. So what is null hypothesis? In the null hypothesis, it will be representing by x0. In this, we will consider that both the proportions are same. So the first step is we will consider that P1 equals to P2. It means the proportion of defective articles before and after overhauling will be same. So if we are taking these two proportions are same, then what will be the alternative hypothesis? Its complement means it will be different. So if we are defining the alternative hypothesis, then it will be denoted by H1 and in this we will consider that P1 is greater than P2. So it will consider as right tail test. So next thing we will finding the level of significance, as you are given that the level of significance is 5% means 0.05. So we are taking the value of alpha equals to 0.05. Now the next thing we will finding the test statistics and its value equals to z and the value of z equals to P1 minus P2 upon under root P into Q into in bracket 1 upon N1 plus 1 upon N2. In this, if we will putting all this value, then after solving this, it will gives you the final answer as 1.097. Now the next thing we have to find out is critical value of z. So we will taking at the level of significance means at 0.05. So when we finding the value of z at z equals to 0.05. So from the z table we can find out its value equals to 1.645. Now if we are comparing this value with the value of mode z equals to 1.097, then you can say that the value of mode z is less than z 0.05, right? And as in this equation the less than will be there, so it will consider as null hypothesis is accepted. So from this we can say that the null hypothesis is accepted at 5% level of significance. It means this both of the proportions are same. It means before overhauling or after overhauling it will be remaining same. And as it will be remaining same, so there is no change in the machine. So we can say that machines cannot be improved. So machines are same. Now the next example is 50.5% of a random sample of 1600 undergraduate smokers, whereas 20% of a random sample of 900 postgraduates were smokers in a state. Can we conclude that less number of undergraduates are smokers than the postgraduates? So in this, two types of smokers are given to you, right? The first one is undergraduate and the second one is postgraduate. So there are two types of proportions. So we have to solve this example by using the difference of proportion method. So in this example, which data is given to you? Two types of data is given to you. The total number of samples n1 and the total number of samples n2. What is the value of total number of samples n1? It is 1000 undergraduate smokers, right? And what is the value of n2? Its value equals to 900 postgraduates. So starting with this, the value of n1 equals to 1600 and the value of n2 equals to 900. Now in this, we'll finding the value of proportion of it. So the first proportion is P1. The value of P1 equals to proportion of undergraduates. So its proportion is 15.5%, which is given to you in this detail, right? So 15.5% means 15.5 divided by 100. So its value equals to 0.155. Similarly, we'll finding the second proportion as it is 20%. So if we're taking the 20%, then the value of it equals to 20 divided by 100. So its value equals to 0.2. Now from this values of n1, p1 and 2, p2, we'll find the final value of p. So what is the equation of p? The equation of p equals to n1 p1 plus n2 p2 upon n1 plus n2. Now if we're putting all this value in this equation and after solving it, its answer of it equals to 0.171. Now as you know that the value of q equals to, it's a complement of p, right? So the value of q equals to 1 minus p, and if we put in the value of p in this equation and after solving it, its answer of q equals to 0.8288. Now we're starting with null hypothesis. What is null hypothesis? It will be representing by H0. In this we will be defining as P1 equals to P2. It means we are assuming that the value of, there is no difference between the proportion of undergraduates and the postgraduate smokers. So if we are considering this thing as a null hypothesis, then what is the alternative hypothesis? It means it's a complement of this thing. So if we are taking the value of P1 does not equals to P2, in this there will be two criteria. Either P1 is less than P2 or P1 is greater than P2. But in the detail you had given that the undergraduates are lower, right? So we will consider this condition only. So in the alternative hypothesis we will taking H1 as P1 is less than P2. So as the less than sign is considering, then it will be considered as left tail hypothesis. Now the next thing we'll consider as level of significance. In this, level of significance is 5%, so its value of alpha equals to 0.05. Now the next thing we have to find is test statistics, and its value equals to z equals to p1 minus p2 upon under root of p into q into 1 upon n1 plus 1 upon n2. Now in this equation, if we are putting all the value and after solving it, the answer of it equals to minus 2.87. Now in this, if we are taking the value of mode of z, then the value of mode of z equals to 2.87. Now we will find the critical value of z from the z table for the level of significance equals to 5%. So critical value will be defining as mode of z 0.05 and its answer is 1.645. Now if you compare this thing with the mode z, then you can say that the value of mode z is greater than this. And when the greater than sign is there, then it will consider as this assumption is wrong, right? So this as this assumption is wrong, so we can say that the null hypothesis is rejected at 5% level of significance. So from that we can say that the value of these two proportions are not same. As they are not same, so the value of undergraduate smokers are less compared to the postgraduate smokers. So we can conclude that the less number of undergraduate smokers than the postgraduate smokers. So this way we can solve any examples for more than one proportion for the hypothesis. Thank you so much.